Instead of wasting thousands of dollars outsourcing your fundraising to fundraisers who are most likely going to charge you an arm and a leg, money you're supposed to use to create impact, you can learn fundraising. You can build the right fundraising system for your organization. Let me show you how to do this. There are 11 clear steps you must take to raise money from scratch. Basically, raise money if you've never raised money before, or if you don't even have the system in place. If you take these 11 steps seriously, you're going to soon have a fundraising system that can sustainably fund your organization for life. So, the very first is you having the right mindset. The truth is, the mindset is the foundation. You need to believe fundraising is possible. You need to believe that you can raise money. You need to believe that there's resources out there for your organization. If you have the right mindset, you can then move on to the next step, which is auditing your present fundraising system and practices. You want to look at what's going right, what are we doing right, what are we doing wrong, right? What tools do we need, what resources are not in place. That's where you need to start, because before you look externally, you need to look internally. Next, you want to run a market study. The market study is basically to find people who love your vision across your service area, across your zip code. With that, you can build a list of prospects who are willing to give to your organization. The next step of the process is wealth screening. You need to screen these prospects you have a list of. You need to understand their wealth status, their area of interest, their motivation, so that you can best know how to engage them. With wealth screening done, you can then go on to create your fundraising plan. The fundraising plan is basically a strategy on how to harness the prospect list you have and how to harness the opportunities you have within the organization that you identified through fundraising audit. So it's like saying, how do we reach out to our personal network? That's what your fundraising strategy is all about. Drawing up a step by step process to convince these people to sustainably give to your organization, whether it's people you already know or people who are out there you're just connecting with for the very first time. With a fundraising plan done, you can then go on to build the resources that's needed to raise money. This include proposals, fundraising outreach materials, fundraising appeal letters, and whatever you need to raise money. Once that is done, you can then go out there to find a team that's going to help you execute. Fundraising can't be done alone. You need people to help you to make sure your fundraising is a success. Whether it's building a team among your board members, finding volunteers, or even recruiting staff to execute your fundraising strategies. With the team ready, it's time to go on to execute. When we talk about successful execution as regards fundraising, we're not talking about just going out there to ask. The success of fundraising depends on relationship. You can only get resources from relationship you've invested in. So when you go out there to execute your fundraising, it is based on building relationship. And it starts with initiating relationship, nurturing these relationships before making the ask. In marketing, we say you're building your know, like, and trust factor. Once you begin to execute, of course, you're going to have those who are not going to give to you immediately. These people you have to follow up with. And then you're going to have those who are going to give to you. These people you have to steward. So that takes us to the next step, follow up and stewardship. Once you're able to do that, the next step is to then go on to build a culture of philanthropy within your organization so that everyone within your organization is supporting fundraising and there's a system running consistently to bring in money for your organization. So these are the clear steps for you to raise money for your organization, even if you're just starting for the very first time or you're raising money from scratch. If you follow these steps, you can raise money, build a successful fundraising system that can consistently fund your organization and help you build a sustainable future for the people you serve.